And what's going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football. And we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time as we talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. It is Super Bowl off week. Yes, the final two teams are getting ready for the big game out in Santa Clara. We also got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes here with the EA Sports Madden NFL 26 gaming ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're coming started, folks. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, ISG basketball at the end of the week. Good to be back here as we talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports, real sports talk, and gaming at the exact same time. And of course, it is the off week. Super Bowl 60 is upon us, February the 8th, the next weekend, next Sunday, and it will feature a rematch of Super Bowl 49 between the Patriots and, of course, those 12, the Seattle Seahawks. We're good to be here, folks, in the home of our title sponsor. That would be Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. You can see the snow out there, folks. We got over a foot here in New Jersey and also the tri-state area in New York City. They are the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and their inspiration from their origins there in the Chi, Chicago. And shout out to John and his peeps there as we got karaoke night here at Uno Pizza and Grill midweek here in New Jersey. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. And folks, they serve way more than just pizza and deep dish pizza. They also have pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. They also got your craft beers, great cocktails, and for you health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. Shout out to the title sponsor, Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left of me. Yes, he looks just like me because that's my oldest son.
Team double.
Cam Ridley here, former professional baseball player. Cam, what's up, and thanks for pitch hitting tonight, man. You were a pretty good hitter in college and in the pros. Thanks for doing your thing here on ISG, man.
No, not a problem at all. I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, just want to just kind of help you out, and thanks for letting me pitch hit, man. That's awesome.
You ready to talk some NFL, man?
I am. I'm ready to talk some football with you guys. It's gonna be fun.
All right. There she is to the right of me. Peace up, A down. She's in the A-Town. Andrea Richmond, sports reporter down there in the ATL. She is an ATLian. How are you guys doing there? A lot of ice and stuff. Cam's in Tampa from Nashville, but he lives in Tampa, so he's in the Sunshine State. You're there in the Peach State. A lot of ice down there in the 8, right?
Oh, no. It was a total dud down here. And honestly, I'm a little bup hurt because at least in other southern states, it's brutally cold, but at least they have the day out. We still have to go up and show up to work, and it's like it feels like it's 5 degrees outside, so it feels great. It's awesome. I love it here. I love this.
That storm spread like over 2,000 miles. We can switch with you. Like it's going to be like 15 degrees here for the next week and a half. Like,
yeah,
you want some of this?
I'll count my blessings. I'll count my blessings for sure.
All right, I'm worried about you out there. Like, oh, we didn't get it. It under-delivered.
I could stay inside and I didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money on the groceries. And now it's like I spent the money on the groceries and then I have to go outside and then I have to deal with it's a lot, man. But at least I don't have to worry with 17 inches and falling on ice. So I'll count my blessings.
Cam, it was 80 degrees like early this week in Miami. It was the only place in the United States above 40 degrees this week, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like Florida kind of skipped out on the winter this year. That's kind of been the joke down here. It was like 70 degrees today, sunny, and like you said, back home in Nashville, man, it's an ice storm. It's bad.
I've got a little thing of salt over here. I was about to sprinkle it on the table, just rubbing it in right now. You guys down there in Florida, lived in Florida a couple times, man, in Orlando and of course Miami. Miss it down there, but ain't nothing like the big city, man. You were just up here, Cam, a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Nothing like the tri-state, baby.
No, can't beat NYC, man. Can't beat it.
You guys ready to talk the latest? I'll go ahead, Andrew, real quick.
I was going to say city that never sleeps, but yeah, let's wake up and talk some ball.
I don't. All right, you guys ready to talk the latest in the world of NFL? Ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start the latest here. ISG football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right here on NESN Nation, being Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Let's take a look at the rundown here. And we're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. So we got these gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Seattle, they are your NFC champs. heading to their 4th Super Bowl. We'll talk about that, how they got it done over those Los Angeles Rams. Also in the AFC, New England Patriots heading to the Super Bowl as well, their 12th Super Bowl. That is a record. We'll talk about Drake Maye and those guys. Drake Maye, a little concern here. Got a hurt shoulder. We'll talk about that. What's the latest there up in Boston where they parked the car? September, the NFL came out with this image of all these star athletes in the NFL. Everybody looking at Super Bowl 60. The front 2 athletes in the picture are Drake Maye and Sam Darnold. Is that part of the script? Can you say conspiracy? We'll get into all that. Speaking of conspiracies, Shedeur Sanders replacing Drake Maye in the Pro Bowl. You look at the stats, I don't know about that. Big Shedeur guy, but we'll talk about that and see what you guys think about him being in the Pro Bowl. First Pro Bowl quarterback the Browns have had since 2008. Steelers hiring Mike McCarthy. That came out Tuesday afternoon and is still sitting. Blah. We'll get into that as well. And speaking of blah, what the hell is going on with Terry Pegula, the Buffalo Bills owner, throwing his player and his ex-coach under the bus while trying to elevate his GM, which is now the player of president of operations. We'll get into all of that and let you hear what he had to say about his young wide receiver. All right, let's talk about the rules here. We got a couple games here playing for cash and prizes. All Madden competitive game style, head-to-head current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format. You win, you do stay on those sticks. How about the prizes? All about that money. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash. You win 4 straight weeks. And folks, it does get progressively harder. You will win an NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Make also more than just gaming chairs, folks. You got gaming desks, sofa stools, you name it. Got all the NFL teams, MLB, NBA, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA teams and any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady. Been rocking with us for about 6 years now, located on Strong Island, zipchair.com. Also, when you win your first zip chair, you also get a free ISG t-shirt. Man, the shop is always open 24 hours a day. Check us out. Got t-shirts for $29.99, hoodies for $59.99. You can get those there at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchups here? We got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. We got a young lady, a little lady. She's from the great state of Tennessee. She's playing with those Patriots. And JBaird, our current king of the hill, he's our champion, playing with the Seahawks. Super Bowl 60 next week, where we're going to have this matchup twice here. Probably switch up the fields, but you're going to see it right here. It's the only matchup in the NFL in the 2025-2026 season here. All right, how about the profiles? We just showed those. How about these profiles? We'll take a look first at Wendy. We're just talking about her. She's a little lady. Her real name is Wendy Fleming. She's from Chattanooga. That would be Hamilton County, not too far from Atlanta, in between Nashville and Atlanta. I'm not going to say her age because she's a young lady, financial services supervisor, and man, she's pretty good on those sticks when it comes to NBA 2K. Also, a really good Madden player. Shout out the little lady back here playing on ISG football. Our champion, though, and our king of the hill, that would be JBaird. JBaird from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 19 years of age, Illinois State student. I was in Nashville right around New Year's Day, and I was with my oldest son, Cameron, and we saw a lot of Montana State fans there at those bars on Broadway. And, of course, they came back and beat Illinois State by about a field goal there, or actually 1 point, extra point missed there was the difference. There's a 2-time ISG Madden champ. Let's take a look at the standings real quickly, get a quick prediction from these two co-hosts here joining us today. Brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking a world by sweetest form with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag. And your local grocery store, you got to understand you're getting some high-quality produce. Man, and they got great pressed juices as well. About 20 different varieties of grapes. Check them out online. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Sweet record right now. Andrew Richmond will leave it at that. Not going to give it too much love. Let's go ahead and bring her back in and get this prediction from you, A. Rich. Who you got? This is a tough one. You can't pick the Patriots, right? In your division with your team, Gang Green. Ooh.
Larry, this entire Super Bowl is a tough one for me, okay? So I'm going to be dealing with a lot of demons, but guess what? I feel that JB has been on a roll. He's been cooking. He's been in that kitchen, just chefing it up. So I am going to go with JB. We are going to go with the Seahawks. And hey, we 12 today.
All right, Cam, so I'm going to ask you who's going to win, and this is not in the real game here, Super Bowl 60. This is these two gamers here. JB's our current champion. Wendy's really good now. This is Patriots at Seahawks. Who are you taking on the sticks?
On the sticks, I think I'm gonna make a different decision than Andrea did. I'm gonna go with the Pats. I think Wendy's gonna pull it out today. It's gonna be a close one though. She's gonna give John, a good run for his money, and it's gonna be a good champion, game. But I'll definitely go with Wendy and the Pats today.
All right, you're taking Wendy. Okay, I see you going to your home state. You guys are volunteers. We're all volunteers.
Yep.
Jared Garantano played at the University of Tennessee. He's a volunteer as well. I want to take Wendy so bad, but this is a tough road to hoe, man. She's got to go to Seattle this week. Now, next week, the game's going to be in New England because New England is the home team in Super Bowl 60. But this week, Patriots at Seahawks. I'm going to take JB, but I'm rooting like hell for ALittleLady, our challenger here playing with the Patriots. So let's go ahead and lock it up. JB playing with those Seahawks and the 12s. ALittleLady, can she play like a grown woman tonight? There she is, playing with those New England Patriots. Let's go ahead and lock it up, guys. Let's do it right here. NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. May the best man or woman win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's go, guys. Lock it up. Let's play it out right now. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? You got Brooklyn, West Nike, Scarsdale. This is Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge. With 16 total bays, you got 15 bays and 1 huge VIP suite. Got those simulators in those suites there where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. And folks, you can play some 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. The guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG football, and we're powered, of course, by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Folks, talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. There's only one game left of the game, the big game, the Super Bowl next week. So this is the off week. You're watching a couple of games here play for cash and prizes. The biggest matchup before Super Bowl 60. Patriots and Seahawks. Middle of the screen there on the right-hand side, that is JBaird, King of the Hills, our current champion, playing with the Seahawks. He is on defense. At the bottom of the screen, yes, that is a lady, a young lady. That is Wendy. She's playing with the New England Patriots. Old school throwbacks here. Pat Patriots in the white. JB playing with those old Seahawks uniforms, those Steve Largent-inspired uniforms on defense. He's our champion. I got my son here rolling with me. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Former professional baseball player, Cam Ridley there. Also, top right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, let's talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Of course, we'll start right there with these 2 teams playing in the Super Bowl. Let's start in the NFC Championship game. Seahawks winning the NFC Championship game, beating the LA Rams up there in the Pacific Northwest through the Puget Sound. Heading to Super Bowl 60, 31-27. Sam Darnold played his butt off. Almost 350 yards passing there. A few touchdowns as well. They're going to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in the history of those 12s. After the game, let's listen to Mike McDonald. He's the head coach of those Seattle Seahawks, and he gave praise to his starting quarterback. And he says, all the haters out there, go ahead and be quiet. Let's listen to Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, after their big win in the NFC Championship game this past Sunday. Take a listen.
Can't talk about the game without talking about our quarterback. I mean, he just shut a lot of people up tonight, so I'm really happy for him. 300-something yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Every time they went and scored again, he came back, made some big-time throws on 3rd down, 2-minute drive, 4-minute drive. The guy barely practiced all week, Just really happy for him. He deserves it. Just been a rock for us the whole year.
So that was the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, Mike McDonald. Of course, the Seahawks winning the NFC Championship game 31-27 over the Rams on Sunday, heading to the Super Bowl for the 4th time. Sam Darnold, phenomenal. 346 yards, had those 3 TDs, and after the game, he was like, all this noise about Sam Darnold, my starting quarterback, y'all need to be quiet and shut up. Hopefully he did shut up some people, and I think he did in this game. But Sam Darnold, we're still seeing ghosts here in New York and New Jersey when he played with of course, the New York Jets here. But shout out to the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. Let's get your thoughts here, Andrea Richmond. This is a guy that was a 1st-round pick in 2018. He's the first quarterback in that draft class, not Josh Allen, not Lamar Jackson, to play and start in the Super Bowl. Your thoughts here, Sam Darnold? You gonna give him some props?
So I think Mike McDonald was subtweeting me. for making valid critiques, by the way. We're going to do tremendous retconning. I can't wait. As soon as the Super Bowl happened, I was like, we're going to do so much retconning on Sam Darnold's character. Let me say this so I don't sound like a hater, because I'm not a hater. Sam Darnold.
It sounds like hate, but go ahead.
No, it will, but I promise you it's not. All right, Sam Darnold played a great game last game, right? Did a lot of things that I'd say Sam Darnold was always a tremendous thrower, but unfortunately, when the pressure was on him, a lot of times, he would throw it to the wrong uniform, right? He stepped up in big ways. There are a couple of plays that we saw on our carousel where you can see that he's taking a hit in the face. He's pressure's on him, and he's still delivering a dot. One of them was because it was an schemed up open play, but he did make a great play that was down the middle of the field that he had to stick in and throw and thread it, and he did, right? Played a fantastic game. That does not negate the overwhelming amount of his career.
Throw right there to JSN looked pretty good.
Yes. I mean, that was one of the wider open ones. He did make a great one that was down the middle of the field that was not wide open.
With the defender in his face.
That was great. That was a great throw. That was a great throw. That does not negate the overwhelming amount of his career, especially on the Jets, where he did see ghosts and he was not able to step up in big moments because of his inability to feel pressure. It did not negate that last year that did happen when he was with the Vikings. That did not negate towards the end of this year where he had troubles against this very own Rams team. But shout out to him for when the moment was at its brightest, he stepped up and he made a great play. But if we're going to have more of a discussion about this in the next game, these games were won not by tremendous quarterbacking, right? We glaze so much about Tom Brady and Mahomes' legacy, as we should, because they're fantastic quarterbacks who have led their teams to several different Super Bowl and
Tom Brady been to 10 of them. 10.
But at the same time, I think these teams that are in the Super Bowl prove more than anything that team construction means a lot more than a lot of analysts, including myself, as somebody who does love to talk about quarterbacks, loves to glaze quarterbacks myself. Like, we have to acknowledge the fact that quarterback play was not the entire reason that the Seahawks were in the spot, nor the Patriots, especially the Patriots.
Top-rated defense. Points
great
allowed.
Defense,
great
schemes,
17.2 points a game. So yeah,
great skill position players. I think this is a great example of course, quarterbacks matter, but the teams around them matter more. And shout out to Sam, he stepped up. But Seahawks.
There you go. I was about to say, in summation, you're going to give credit to where credit is due.
But don't gaslight me. He was not this player in the Jets. He needed to go to Shanahan to fix his woes.
You look up disgruntled fan in the dictionary. It's got a picture of you right now. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get Cam Ripley in here. No, you did not. The former professional baseball player. Cam, Sam Darnold. Back-to-back 14-win seasons. That's two 14-win seasons. He's already like in the top 5 in the history of the NFL with 14-win seasons. Only like Brady and like Montana have more than him. You got to give him a little credit. Your thoughts here on Sam Darnold and the Seahawks?
Yeah, so I'm actually the opposite of, Miss Richmond. I think Sam Darnold's actually a good player. I think he's a gunslinger, even though I think he led the league in turnovers this year.
He did.
It didn't really matter. When you're a gunslinger like that, sometimes that stuff happens, But I think what she said was right there. That defense is the reason why they're winning games, Leonard Williams, one of the most underrated players.
Former New York Jet, her guy.
Former Jet.
Yeah, both of them are Jets. Both of them are winning football. So I know Jets fans are really upset right now watching those two succeed. But Leonard Williams doesn't get his flowers, and of course the secondary too. Witherspoon, All Pro. Even Tariq Woolen's been playing better. They figured it out, and of course, their coach is the reason why. He's a defensive-minded guy, and they were number 1 ranked defense this year, and defense wins championships. So I'm kind of foreshadowing that's the same thing this year, is that the defense is going to win the championship this year, and that number 1 defense is going to pull it out.
I could see this thing. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's going to be high scoring. Maybe it'll be like 35.
If it's high scoring, I anticipate turnovers from both quarterbacks. Honestly.
Well, Drake Maye, they drilled that into his head last week. We're going to talk about him. He wasn't trying to. They took the ball out of his hands. Reminded me of that game when the Patriots played at Buffalo. It was really windy one night, and I think Mac Jones threw the ball like 3 times the entire game. Like, we ain't doing it. That was like in 2021 or something like that.
My win game.
That was crazy. All right, we're keeping an eye. Speaking of crazy, keeping an eye on this game. How about this? A little lady, bottom right hand corner of the screen, This is the matchup everybody wants to see, man. Super Bowl 60, Patriots and Seahawks. Little lady, bottom of the screen, playing with the Patriots, has a lead and the ball against our current champion, playing with the Seahawks, middle of the screen. That is JB with the hat on. He's on defense. We'll see if he can get back in this game here in the second quarter. Got Cam Ridley and Andrew Richmond here. I'll talk the latest in the world of the NFL. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at Alledgedly Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. And folks, the libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. If you've been watching the show, you've seen that with the great costumes and the sombreros and the hats there. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends, too. They have the beautiful patio. The Golden Eagle is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Check them out online, AguilarDoradoRestaurant.com. Welcome back here to Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. Uno, the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. This is ISG football. We're talking latest here in the world of the National Football League. It is the off week of the Super Bowl. We got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes here. JB, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it is our King of the Hill, who's our champion, playing for the Seahawks. He's down 13-7. He does got the ball back now. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that's a little lady. Yes, a lady. Playing with the Patriots. She has a lead 13-7 there in the second quarter. We're talking the latest in the NFL. Got my guys here. My blood. That is Cam Ridley, former professional baseball player, right next to me to the right-hand side there, far right-hand side. That is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here as we come to you on the platforms of NESN, and Sports Channel, Players TV, and the Black Network. We're talking about the NFC Championship game. How about the AFC Championship game? And, of course, that was my New England Patriots. I covered them for 6 years working in Boston. Cam's two youngest siblings were born in Boston when I was there between late 06 and 2012. The Patriots winning the AFC Championship game. They're also heading to the Super Bowl for a record 12th time. They beat the Broncos 10-7 in a snow squall, pretty much in a snow globe, if you will. Drake Maye didn't have the greatest of games, threw for less than 100 yards, but after the game, let's listen to the MVP candidate, Drake Maye, in his second year from the University of North Carolina. Excited about moving on and playing in the Super Bowl, something that he's looking forward to next weekend out in Santa Clara. Here's Drake Maye after their big win in the Rocky Mountains this past Sunday. Take a listen.
Process team, man. What effort out there tonight. Going to the Super Bowl, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty cool. So just proud of this team, proud of the defense. We didn't play our best ball in the first half, and the second half came out and just battling the elements, snow and the elements, and it was a gritty win, and our defense, it stepped up. It was fun to watch.
So, as the kids like to say, that is Drake Maye, or Drake Maye. His nickname is Drake Maye. Didn't play too well, just 86 yards passing, but he did 65 yards on the ground with his legs. Also had the one touchdown as well. 0 turnovers. Pats heading to the Super Bowl for a record 12th time. And you look at it, they played this game in a snow globe. And how about Drake Maye and these New England Patriots? Heading back to the Super Bowl after losing 13 games last year, if I'm not mistaken. According to CBS Sports Research, I believe they're the first team to lose at least 13 games and make the Super Bowl the following season. Your thoughts here. We'll start with you, Cam. What do you think about Drake Maye and the Patriots? Were you impressed by their run, giving up, like I said, just 8 points a game defensively in this run against the Chargers, the Texans, and now the Broncos?
Yeah, no, I'm completely impressed by that defense. I think they are rounding together and definitely keeping that team alive. Although Drake Maye has been playing well all year, didn't play too well in the AFC Championship, but I don't think anybody would.
I don't think he's played well in the playoffs, to be honest with you, but it's been a lot of bad weather too.
No, I've never seen a inclement of weather like that ever. It was kind of crazy, but hey, a win is a win in the National Football League. Those are hard to come by, especially in an AFC Championship. So, got to give kudos to them and Drake Maye. And I think I've definitely been impressed with this defense for sure.
Andrew, it was those legs, man. He had a long 28-yard run, and of course that game at the end. How about him? Didn't tell the offensive lineman that he was going to do that naked bootleg and run for the first down there. So they had no idea. I think Bradbury, the center, the former Viking, he was blocking. He's like, why is everybody running the wrong way? And he realized that, Drake pulled one out of his hat there. How proud should the Patriots be of his play? And how confident should the Pats be heading into this playoff and to the Super Bowl with the a second-year QB?
Okay, overall, not very confident, honestly. If you look at his entire playoffs, not very great. But if you look at moments, right? If you look at his entire career, really his entire year, you should feel pretty good, especially in that last critical moment, right? Big time players make big time plays in big time situations, and that's exactly what Drake Maye did. Despite the fact that I know people have compared his Super Bowl run to Trent Dilfer. I won't quite say that. Like, I feel like that's a special level of disrespect. But when it comes to turnovers, he has put the ball on the floor a lot. Unfortunately, he went against that Texans squad that did force a lot of fumbles. He did go against a Broncos defense.
You can look at his run, Andrea. 3 top 5 defenses back to back to back.
Yep.
No one's ever done that.
Yeah. Yes, no, the Broncos, very oppressive, and also considering the fact the weather conditions too. There are a lot of mitigating factors outside of his own play that are causing the issues. The offensive line is not great, but I still have faith in Drake Maye despite the fact that this playoffs has not been great, because he still find ways to step up big in big moments. We talk about the run. There's also that big throw to Booty in the game against the Texans. Mm-hmm. But then you also have very, very nice plays, MVP campaign, and then you have that defense to hold you back, right? It's the front four for the Seahawks. It's that back seven for New England that have done a great job intercepting the ball and just playing lockdown defense. So either way, I feel like Drake has not been playing up to his standards, but you still feel great overall because you know that he's gone through a lot, especially when you look at the defense and the conditions.
We'll see as both of these teams start to practice and ramp up Thursday and Friday, and then start heading to Santa Clara on Sunday as we get ready for Super Bowl week next week. As we get ready and watch this Madden game here, man, a pretty good one here. Now, our King of the Hill just took the lead. He's up 21-6, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That is JB playing with the Seahawks. They have the ball and the lead here in the third quarter. ALittleLady playing with the Patriots. Was leading for a good portion of this game. She's down here, but only by 5. The second quarter brought to you by our good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 165 Broadway. They've been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you'll find there in Bayonne. Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially the buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa, folks, is also unapologetically Italian. Rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. They got a full menu. And also, whether you're looking for an Italian dinner or like this, folks, a quick lunch. Look at all those options that you have there on your screen. They got calzones, burgers, wraps, soup, salad, seafood, desserts, and more. They also got the Da Vinci room for your boutique-style catering and luxury events. And also, they have the garden as well. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. Uno Pizza and Grill, those guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. This is ISG football. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports, real sports talk, and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world, the National Football League, Super Bowl 60. It is here. It's the off week. Next week, we get the Super Bowl, so we're still talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Of course, the biggest matchup, no doubt, of course, Super Bowl 60, Patriots and Seahawks. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that is JB playing with the Seahawks. He is our current King of the Hill. Has the lead. He's up by 5. The field goal is up, and it's stuck. So he's up by 8 here over ALittleLady playing with the Patriots. They're in the third quarter, late stages there. She's playing with the Patriots there in white. She is down by 8. Got Cam Ridley here. You see the 2 last names, the surnames there? Yes, that is my oldest son and former professional baseball player. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen there in the middle, that is Andrea Richmond. You know her. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics. When I saw this on Monday morning, I thought this was wild. So let's look at this NFL picture here from September the 4th. All right, it's these guys here, right? It's all of this, you know, these guys, these great stars in the NFL, and it says 32 teams with February dreams. We're so back. Now, once again, this was September 4th, 2025. So right before the NFL season started. And at the very top, you see, of course, Sam Darnold, and there he is, Drake Maye. At the front, so people like, this is the script. It's a conspiracy that the NFL linked this. They knew it all along. They knew this back in September. Cam, I got to get your thoughts on this, man. Well, what are the kids saying, man? What are the young people saying? You guys are into this tinfoil hat stuff.
I like the internet for this one. I think it's hilarious. I do think it's a little bit of a reach. maybe a coincidence here, but maybe it's not. You know, maybe the NFL kind of knew what was going on, and they knew that these two teams would kind of get there and these two quarterbacks would be highlighted. But I think the kids and the internet are running with it, so I'm gonna run with it too. I'm gonna say, you know, the NFL knew all along. Let's say that.
Andrew, this was verified September the 4th, 2025, before the season got started. I see Saquon, I see J.J. Watt, I see Joe Burrow, I see Lamar Jackson up front. Whoa! Interesting. Sam Darnold and Drake Maye. The NFL
What did
script.
they know? What did they know? Did they know things? I need my foil hat. I can't find it right now. I can't even find my tease grater hat right now. I am going to open my third eye right now and see through the noise and see the fact that the NFL, you know, it's not the first time that they've been caught doing some conspiracy, cough, cough, earlier this season with quarterbacks. So why not conspire for the Super Bowl as well? No, but seriously, would you like paint this to be any better of a picture? You can't have, you know, I would feel like if you're the NFL, you would try to make it so you would get like the guys that you know will get the markets, right? You will get the Cowboys. You will get somebody like Mahomes. You will get somebody that you know is going to bring the ratings. I mean, the Seahawks are popular.
You ain't gonna
the
put
Patriots are
nothing
very
Cowboy.
popular.
Why would you put?
But why would you put
Cowboys
Darnold? You know, I would
It's
not.
so bizarre.
I would not premiere Sam Darnold.
I thought that was funny. It was a great story. Everybody picked up on it Monday and Tuesday, talking about this controversy, the conspiracy. The script has been leaked here between the NFL and the graphic they put up there on September the 4th, $5 before the Super Bowl. All right, guys, we're keeping an eye on this Madden game here, 31-16. So our guy, JB, if I'm not mistaken, on a 17-0 run here, scored the last 17 points. He was down, 16-14, if I'm not mistaken, at one point. So he's got a lead here playing with the Seahawks over ALittleLady playing with the Patriots. She's driving, though. Needs a score here. This third quarter, folks, brought to you by good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 812 Broadway there. In Bayonne, New Jersey, Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Got great food, good vibes, and of course, a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with a drink in your hand, right, folks? Is Bayonne's top-rated burgers. You got wings, dry rubbed and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salted pretzels, seafood baskets, and folks, they're open 6 days a week. So every day except Monday, Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. They got the day parties, man. Got the R&B nights, Latin nights on the weekends. Shout out to Ed and everybody there, man. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. And we're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The guys that invented deep dish back in 1943 got their identity and inspiration from the origins there in the Chi, Chicago. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time, talking to the latest in the world of the NFL, off week of Super Bowl week, which is next week, February the 8th, next Sunday, next weekend. The biggest matchup, of course, Seahawks and Patriots. And speaking of those 12s, those Seahawks, our king of the hill, JB, playing with the Seahawks, just scored again. So now it's 37-16 over ALittleLady. The PAT is up, and it is good, 38-16. So he scored 24 straight points there, unanswered, to take a lead here with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter as they play the game here. A couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Got Cam Ridley here, former professional baseball player. Also related to me. That is my oldest son there. Andrea Richmond, thanks for him joining. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here. I got about 12 to 13 minutes left to go here in the show. Shedeur Sanders in the Pro Bowl. Who knew? Replacing Drake Maye. I think the AFC Pro Bowl quarterbacks were Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Drake Maye. I don't know if Justin Herbert's going to play. Remember, he's got that broken hand or that bone in his hand. He might have to have surgery, so I don't know if he's going to play there. So Shedeur replaces Drake Maye. I love Shedeur. I'm always going to root for him, but the numbers aren't good. 7 touchdowns, 10 picks, 56% completion percentage, 3 and 4 as a starter. Think he's going to be a fabulous QB, a fine QB. Wasn't a Pro Bowler this year. So, Andrew, was this about merchandise, ratings, marketing? Why is he there? Talk to me like I'm 5.
I love Shedeur too. Coming out, I said that he was the second best quarterback of the draft. I said that it was a travesty that he was drafted in the fifth round. He probably should have been drafted 1 to 3rd round at the least. And I thought that he played a little better considering the circumstances than a lot of people give him credit for. What the hell is this? What's going on, bro? What's going on in the world right now?
They're trying too hard.
I knew the Pro Bowl was cooked when we had Tyler Huntley over here. Who was it? Nick Foles, I think, also made a Pro Bowl. It has been very sad for the Pro Bowl ever since like the mid-90s, mid-2000s. We have started to put this on an even worse back burner than the NBA All-Star Game is. This is below entertainment value. At this point, nobody wants to even get the free trip to Hawaii, because I don't even think they get a free trip to Hawaii at this point.
It was in Orlando. Now I think it's the week in between the Super Bowl. So it'll be next week, the week before. So I think it's on, Tuesday, right? If I'm mistaken, yeah.
No one goes.
No,
nobody really shows up.
It's going to be in Santa Clara this year, and it's going to be the week leading up to the Super Bowl. So next Tuesday.
Nobody takes voting seriously, and I think it's still tied to contract negotiations. At this point, why are we doing the Pro Bowl at this rate? I know Adam Silver keeps on wanting to make All-Star a thing. I think that there needs to be a significant change when it comes to the Pro Bowl, and there already were a lot, but are there more changes we can make so that we can make the players even make voting seriously? Because at this point, not even that's very serious. It's a weird place right now for the Pro Bowl, but congrats to Shedeur. I'm holding up my wrist, I guess.
Now, Cam, you played college baseball at Jacksonville University, the Dolphins down there, so you know a little bit about Jacksonville. How about our guy from Duval, Trevor Lawrence? Shedeur Sanders, 1,400 yards passing. Trevor Lawrence, over 4,000. Passing TDs, Trevor Lawrence, 38. Shedeur Sanders, 7. Interceptions, Trevor Lawrence had 12, Shedeur had 10, but he started 7 games. Trevor Lawrence started like 16. Passer rating 91 to 68.1. Record 13-4 versus 3-4. Make it make sense, young Ridley.
You can't beat numbers, man. But like we said, man, you gotta throw it up, man. It's Shedeur, so it's definitely for the ratings.
Oh, because he got a wrist flex. That's why he's in the Pro Bowl. Really?
The ratings. The kids are gonna buy the jerseys, things and stuff like that. I'm gonna even tune in just because it's Shedeur, and I'm a big Shedeur fan.
Watch the Pro Bowl games.
I also heard that a lot of those quarterbacks in the AFC, they're hurt, they're banged up, so they kind of don't want to play, and it's flag football anyway. So it's like, why even waste, a Tuesday afternoon when I could be with my family? So I get it, but I do think that you're right. It doesn't make any sense at all that Shedeur is a Pro Bowler.
He's going to be the coach of the Browns.
Did you guys hear about what the Browns have to do in order to make sure that they can be a head coach? They have to do like an essay. They have to tell you like their vision plan. They have to go ahead and write 3 short written statements. Does Deion have time for that, bro? Would Deion do that?
He might.
Period. No. We know that. We know that he's not going to do that. So Deion ain't going to be no head coach for the Browns, because the Browns can't even make sure that people who are seriously interested in head coaching positions do the same thing. So nah, bro.
Cam, you think Deion would be a good fit there?
No, unfortunately,
he's had some magic.
As much as I'd want to see it and see the coaching of the son again, but it just, you're right, it doesn't make the fit for it. I think he's too focused on Colorado anyways. But just like she said, I think the Browns are just asking for too much out of people. They've been a poverty franchise for a while now. They need to go get a good, solid coach and build around Shedeur and the young guys that they have.
Well, go ahead, Andrew, real quick.
Acting like you over here the baddest girl of the ball, and right now you barely have anybody on your coattails. Like, it's the craziest request by them.
Yeah. It looks like Jim Schwartz. You guys might remember him with the Tennessee Titans, former defensive coordinator, been around a while. He's the defensive coordinator with the Browns. Looks like he might get the job here. Might be right now the front runner. We'll see if that comes to fruition. If they'll make it official like a whistle here in the coming days. But it's so Cleveland Browns, man. Got a Pro Bowl quarterback in the Pro Bowl for the first time since 2008. Probably doesn't deserve it. The owners, Jimmy Haslam, right, former University of Tennessee, big guy, big booster, runs the Pilot, Flying J's, and stuff like that. The gas stations and those I guess.
And yet Larry, probably not the most embarrassing thing an owner for an organization in the AFC has done recently.
No, not at all.
I think I feel bad for the fan base. I think Jets and Browns, man. I really do. It's bad.
And add Bills to the list now, apparently. We'll talk about that.
Well, that's just torture. That's torture.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to get to that. Let's go ahead and take a break, man. They're in the fourth quarter here. JB has the lead here, 38-24 here. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Our King of the Hill with the lead now over ALittleLady playing with the Patriots, JB playing with the Seahawks. That fourth quarter brought to you by good friends. We're going to take a break here. Brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company here. Located in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue there. A craft brewery producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers, guys. A lot of different. Jackson Dart has a beer. Sexy Dexy. They got some stuff. A Tom Brady beer. Got a bunch of different ales there. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Curated good times. Made right there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events. Also got the beautiful rooftop, guys. I mean, overlooking a beautiful Lower Manhattan, and the Hudson River as well, and the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off Route 3. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and of course, we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. You can hear the music back there. I think is that. Yeah, that's Tennessee right there. That is Elvis, right? If I'm not mistaken here. Karaoke going on here at Uno Pizza and Grill. We'll talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. The biggest matchup before Super Bowl 60 is the off week. Next week is Super Bowl 60, Patriots. And, of course, Seahawks, bottom left corner of the screen, got a couple of gamers, play for cash and prizes. JB, our current King of the Hill, our champion, playing for the Seahawks. He has the lead here over ALittleLady, but she just scored, trying to make this thing close. About 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Top left-hand corner of the screen, that is Cam Ridley. We talk the latest in the world of the NFL. He's a former professional baseball player. And also, yes, Kennedy, that is my oldest son there. Andrea Richmond, top right-hand corner of the screen. She's a sports reporter. And guys, he was hiring Mike McCarthy as head coach. You guys, some quick thoughts here on Mike McCarthy. I got one word for you, block. Go ahead, jump in.
Cam, you got it.
Yeah. So I think it's not a bad hire. Is it the best fit for the Steelers? Probably not. But is he going to be better than Mike Tomlin? That's going to be the question. Going to be hard to kind of beat that pedigree and that, winning seasons, with 19 in a row or something like that. No other coach has ever done that. Definitely going to be hard to be a predecessor to that. But I do think the Steelers, they find a way. They're always a winning football team. They have one of the biggest fan bases in the NFL. And, they have the 6 championships too. So I think they can figure it out. I think Mike McCarthy could be a good fit, possibly.
You've been very nice, man, and very optimistic on this show. We appreciate that with all the snow on the ground. I got to rain on the
Don't get me started about the Titans yet, then.
That's where the true animosity comes.
Right. The two-tone blue. I got to rain on this parade here, Andrew. Damn it. Look here. Guys are like damn near 65. What is it, 63, 64? Got a quarterback that's 43. What are they doing in Pittsburgh? My problem is, man, it's Aaron Rodgers. They're both old, and I guess he says, look, he definitely would want to coach Aaron Rodgers again. Once again, they did win a Super Bowl. What was that, 2010? Against those Pittsburgh Steelers. That's weird that they're both in the Steel City there. So, Cam, a 63-year-old coach and also a 43-year-old quarterback. How's it going to work out for the black and yellow?
I don't think it works out too well. I think the NFL is just getting younger and younger. We're having, even younger quarterbacks and running backs that are just performing. It's just, I think it's an old page in a book that should have been closed a while ago.
An old page.
So, yeah, it should have been closed a while ago, and that chapter sailed for both of them. But we'll see how they perform. I'm like I said, I'm excited to see it at least, but I don't think they're going to do well, unfortunately.
Andrew, I don't see this. I mean, you had Mike Tomlin. The standard. 19 straight non-losing seasons. I don't think I don't want to besmirch Mike McCarthy as a Super Bowl winning coach, but hell, he didn't do anything with Dallas. And that was a really good team that they had. A lot of talent on that team.
Mike McCarthy is a stable coach that you would get for like maybe a young team that needs to build up and get something going with them. A stable
coach that you would get at Stop and Shop or Kroger's.
Yeah. If you're the Steelers, you've had that for like 20-something years. At this point, you want something new, exciting, fresh, and if it fails, then oh well. But for you to go ahead and you Your previous two coaches before Mike McCarthy were both 34, young guys hot off the scene, and then you go with an older cat, and you're trying to retread the tires on like a team full of young cats, man. These young cats don't got it like that no more. I really question their direction, and it seems like they didn't really have a clear path. Maybe they didn't think that Tomlin was going to leave, because it doesn't look like they had a plan for him afterwards. Sad for Steelers fans, because I know that they wanted something young, fresh, exciting after having Tomlin, but hey, stale bread, bro.
They could have had Brian Flores, a bunch of other candidates out there. They're going to Mike McCarthy. Once again, resume, he's got the credentials.
Yeah.
Fourth coach in Steelers history since 1969. So we'll see how the Steelers do. All right, guys, we got about 4 minutes here left to go in the show. I want to get you guys' thoughts here. How about the Buffalo Bills? Yeah, the Madden game is over, by the way. Shout out to our King of the Hill. He does get the win. But, man, little lady, as I said, she brought it and she played. Came up a little short there. So our King of the Hill playing with the Seahawks gets the win over a little lady playing with the Patriots. All right, back to the NFL topics here. Got about 4 minutes left to go in the show. Buffalo Bills, the owner, Terry Pegula. What was that? Crazy talk there. What is going on with old men in this country in positions of leadership?
Penile.
All right, so Terry Pegula, end of the year press conference, talking about his receiver and his former coach with his GM there, who the Bills fans wanted fired. Let's listen to Terry Pegula talking about Keon Coleman, how he threw him under the bus, and of course we expected him to throw Sean McDermott under the bus. Here's the owner of the Buffalo Bills, Terry Pegula. Bills, of course, haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1992? 93. Here he is talking about Keon Coleman and his former coach, Sean McDermott, who he fired just last week. Take a listen.
Yeah, can I interrupt? I'll address the Keon situation. The coaching staff pushed to draft Keon. I'm not saying Brandon wouldn't have drafted him, but he wasn't his next choice. That was Brandon being a team player and taking advice of his coaching staff, who felt strongly about the player. And, he's taken, for some reason, heat over it and not saying a word about it. But I'm here to tell you the true story.
So that was Terry Pegula, owner of the Buffalo Bills, man. Of course, that end of the season meeting there after the Bills lost to the Denver Broncos in the division round. Sad, tough loss for those Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen and those guys not making it to the Super Bowl for the first time since 1993. Threw his former coach under the bus, and of course, his current receiver, who's only been in the league for 2 years. Meanwhile, elevating the GM there, Brandon Beane, to president of football operations. A lot of Bills fans not happy about this, Andrea. What's going on here with Terry Pegula, man? I mean, why would you say that? Your player's right there. Your coach is gone. What is he doing?
Congratulations, Jets fans. We're no longer the embarrassment of the division, or at least for the moment. Let's wait until the games are played. It's really sad because Keon Coleman already had the Cam Newton slander cookies thing going on that really shattered his confidence. But then you have your people internally, right? It's one thing for a media member to do it internally, for you to be the first pick wide receiver, I apologize, for the draft class, thrown under the bus, and to throw the coach under the bus but not have any scrutiny towards the GM that put you in this position. It's very sad. It seems like the Bills, especially with hiring Brady, it seems that they don't really have a plan either, even less of a plan than the Steelers did. You can see the Buffalo owner, it seems that they are flying off the cuff. It looks like he's being very reactionary. That whole press conference seemed reactionary. And I'm praying for Josh Allen, because when you have a reactionary owner, you have to have a Herculean effort to get over their ego in order to win a Super Bowl. So good luck, Bills fan.
All right, Cam. So you look at Terry Pegula, basically said, Sean McDermott, you got to go because you drafted Keon Coleman. That's some skullduggery right there, man.
Yeah, it's just unprofessionalism at its finest. I got 2 words for you Bills Mafia guys. Like, I'm sorry. This is just a dumpster fire right now. You guys are going to have one of the greatest quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl. It's just, fortunately, it's what it's going to look like, because this owner is very unprofessional. And I don't think Keon Coleman is that bad of a player, first off. Did he make some bad plays? Yeah, you know, he could have played better, but the owner doesn't want you there. You got to find somewhere else because you still got talent, you know, that can be used somewhere. But so I'm sorry, Bills fans. That's all I got for you.
So you're saying if you can't Kobe, you got to tell your agent, I'm out of here, man.
I got to find another route because there's no way I can play for an owner that, you know, didn't even want me here, especially using that high of a pick as well, you know.
Right.
Dude.
So just no.
Give them the old deuces. But I mean, to be fair though, to the Buffalo Bill fans and also Keon Coleman, he has had some issues with being on time and being mature off the field.
Yeah,
so he's been sat, some games and benched and things of that nature. So hopefully, you know, he'll grow. And I did like his response. But shame on you, Terry Pacula, throwing your player under the bus like that, and also Sean McDermott, who took it to the playoffs 8 out of 9 years while he was there, and also snapped a streak of 17 straight seasons of not being in the playoffs before he got there with Sean McDermott. All right, guys, the game is over. So, JB, man, it was kind of tenuous there, man, at the beginning, man. She had a lead on you. Then you reeled off about like 24, 28 straight points, and you were able to get control. What was working for you?
Honestly, it was just a really offensive game. Whoever was going to score more was going to win, obviously. Stops were happening left and right in the second half, but that first half was all offense.
JB just broke news. He said basically whoever scores more wins the game. I didn't know that, JB. Thanks for enlightening us, man. Appreciate it with the great analysis. No, but shout out to you, man, and good luck, man. You know you're doing a great job, man. As a student at Illinois State, we'll see you next week. You are the king of the hill. All right, shout out to everybody here. Let's go ahead. All right, if you want to be just like JB, you can join us now all online, ages 13 and up, or if you want to be like ALittleLady as well, just be one of these great players and win some cash and prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You can join us now, theisgshow.com/Madden, theisgshow.com/Madden. Don't do it today, but do it now. Also, we got merch. Got plenty of it, man. Got hoodies, $59.99. T-shirts, $29.99. Official shop. The merchandise, it is open 24 hours a day. Free shipping on orders over $75. You can order now exclusively. theisgshow.com/shop. theisgshow.com/shop. All right, shout out to the folks at Uno Pizza and Grill, our title sponsor, located right here in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3 for JB. Play with those Seahawks. He's our king of the hill. We'll see him next week. Andrea Richmond, Peace Up, A Down. She's in the A-Town, former sports reporter in Atlanta. That's my young son there, Cameron Ridley. Great job, brother. Oh, Cam Ridley, former professional baseball player. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Thanks for watching here on NESN Nation, on BT Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Enjoy the Super Bowl next week. Media Day coming up this week. Opening night. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.